और नमस्ते बच्चों, welcome back in today's online class. Today we'll discuss about chapter 7th of class 8 chemistry, and it is chapter combustion. In this chapter we'll study about what is combustion, what are combustible materials, and what are the type of combustion, what is the conditions of combustion, and how we will control fire. And we'll also study about the candle flame and its various zone. So first of all, we'll see one word that is very common word that we use to uh, call or listen in our day-to-day life, that is fuel. Fuel are those materials which produce heat energy, heat and light energy on burning in air. Those materials which produce heat and light energy on burning in air are called fuels. Among fuels, we can take a very common example, that is coal, coke, kerosene, LPG. Coal is very common to you. You are able to see in your near about area, mostly in the hotels, dhabas, where people use coal as a fuel to cook food. Kerosene is also very common. It is often seen in villages. Still, it is in use. And LP is most common nowadays, that we use in our homes for cooking purpose. Another fuel are also petrol, diesel used in vehicles, wood for other purposes. There are so many materials which are used uh, to burn in air to get energy are called fuels. And now we'll talk about combustion. What is combustion? Uh, see, if we'll go to see what is combustion, so it is actually a chemical process in which a substance burns in air or oxygen with the release of heat and light energy. It's called combustion. Uh, in common language, we use the term burning, but in the terms of science, we'll use the term combustion. The chemical process in which a substance burned in air or oxygen with the release of heat and light energy is called combustion. And the materials which undergo combustion is called combustible material. Substance which burn in air or oxygen. See, the term is used here, air or oxygen. Air also supports in burning, oxygen also support in burning. In air also the oxygen part is only used. So it is written here air or oxygen. Air also contains nitrogen, carbon dioxide, but the oxygen part is used to support burning. So we used to say we take oxygen or air. So it is a chemical process in which a substance burns in presence of air, oxygen, and release heat and light is called combustion. and the substances which undergo this process are called combustible material, among which coal, petrol, diesel, wood, LPG, CNG are very common. Okay. Now, the combustible material or fuel, both are same here. Now, because we are very much clear that substance which burn in air or oxygen to produce heat and light are called fuel, and it is same definition for the combustible material, so both are same. Now we'll say the fuel may be in solid, liquid or gaseous, all three forms. Fuels are available in all three forms, that is in solid, liquid or in gaseous material. Okay, right now we have seen coal. Coal is an example of solid fuel. Petrol, diesel are the examples of liquid fuel, and LPG, CNG are the example of gaseous fuel. So fuels are also found in three different states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. What is given here, and do you know, food is a fuel for our body. Energy is produced during the combustion of food. See, food is also used as fuel in our body. We work in different ways, and for our work we need energy, and that energy is obtained from our food. Now, what happens to food? When we eat food, it gets digested, and digested food from small intestine taken by our blood, and in blood, through blood it goes into cells where the glucose, that is digested food, react with oxygen and give us energy, and also release carbon dioxide, that is taken back from the blood and taken out from our body with the help of lungs. So food also provides us energy. Okay, it is a type of fuel for our body. See, one activity is given here. Collect some material like mastic, paper, cloth, rubber, iron nail, glass and straw. Classify these as combustible and non-combustible material. See, some materials are given like mastic. Now you will have to say whether it is combustible or non-combustible. तो mastic क्या होगा जी? It is a combustible material. Okay. Paper, combustible. Cloth, combustible. Means which burn in air to give heat and light. Rubber is also combustible. But iron nail, no, it is not combustible. Glass, not combustible. Straw is combustible. So you may add some more materials from your nearby areas, and you will try to see whether they are combustible or not. Okay. So, and then you can find out a difference between these two. But never try to do any experiment by your own, especially for combustion. If you want to do any experiment, you want to check whether it is combustible or not, then take help of your parent. Means, if any experiment you want to perform, please do not perform it alone. Try to do in with the help of your guardians, your parent. Okay, so don't try to do an experiment alone. Okay, it may be harmful for you. So that is all about the combustible material and about combustion. Now we'll talk about the conditions of combustion. Okay, see, there are some definite condition, that is different condition for combustion, means that is required for combustion. Without that, combustion cannot takes place. See, we'll try to perform for this one activity. Okay, then it will be more clear. See here, one activity is shown in your book. Fix the candle on a table, light the candle and observe the flame. Now take a glass chimney and place it as in the given figure. एक कैंडल पहले लिया, okay, fixed it on a table like given in figure 1. Then a glass chimney means open from top. It is open from top. Okay, so a glass chimney is there, we'll put like that. And in third case, we'll put a cover on the glass chimney, like shown in the figure number 3. Okay, so what you will see in first case, the candle burns smoothly because of sufficient supply of air. See, it is seen here, it is practically shown in figure 1. The candle flame is burning very smoothly because there is sufficient supply of air. खुला है ना पूरा, चारों से पूरा ओपन है, तो यहाँ पे कोई एयर की कमी नहीं है, तो इट इज़ बर्निंग विथ quite good supply of air. Okay, in second picture you see it is covered with glass around it but open from top. साइड से ग्लास से गिरा हुआ है, ऊपर से खुला हुआ है, तो ये भी फ्लेम यहाँ पे जल रहा है. मतलब इन सेकेंड केस द कैंडल फ्लेम फ्लिकर्स एंड बिकम सूटी. फ्लिकर्स मतलब क्या, बहुत स्टेबल फ्लेम नहीं है, और सूटी मीन्स इट प्रोड्यूस स्मोक नाउ. ओके, इन द केस 1, दैट इज इन फिगर 1, smoke is negligible. Okay, means there is complete combustion. But in second figure you see the flame is flickering, means, and it is also producing soot. Soot means smoke. Okay, so there is no स्मूथ बर्निंग यू कैन से. सेकेंड केस में फर्स्ट केस जैसा स्मूथ बर्निंग नहीं है. नाउ इन सी इन थर्ड केस विल सी द कैंडल इज पुट ऑफ because the supply of air is completely cut off. Yes, the third case we have seen that when we put a cover on the glass chimney, the candle flame goes off. Okay, so what we have concluded here, that air is a very important component for combustion. Means air or oxygen is required for combustion. उसके बिना combustion possible नहीं है. ठीक है, air is required. Air is required for combustion. It means we can say it is the first condition for combustion, which we have seen here in this activity. Okay, in first case the air was fully supplied, so the burning was very smooth. In second case the supply of air is not proper, so combustion is not smooth, means flame is flickering and it is burning with soot. And in third case, the flame put off because there is no supply of air. It means air is very much required for the combustion of flame. Okay. Now one point is given here in do you know. In pure oxygen, a substance burns 5 times faster than in air. See here, in pure oxygen, substance burns 5 times faster than the air. As I said you earlier that oxygen is required for combustion. We also say that air is also required. So in air there are so many things like nitrogen, like carbon dioxide, argon, and there are so many gases. But among those, only oxygen is required for burning. So if we'll say that air, or if we are supplying air for burning, so out of that only oxygen is taken by the flame or combustion, not whole air. And if we supply oxygen, the full oxygen is taken by combustion process. Now you see what is the percentage of oxygen in air? That is 21%. Means it is near about 1/5 part. Okay, 1/5 पार्ट. अगर मतलब एयर को आप 5 किसी एक सैंपल को 5 भाग में बांटेंगे तो एक भाग आपका क्या हो रहा है? ऑक्सीजन. बाकी क्या है? अदर गैसेज हैं. तो इफ विल टेक प्योर ऑक्सीजन, इट मीन्स it will be 100% oxygen, but if we take air, there will be only 21% oxygen. That's why the burning is faster in pure oxygen. Rather we say if we'll perform combustion in pure oxygen, it will be 5 times faster than that of इन एयर. मतलब एयर के तुलना में ऑक्सीजन में कंबसन होगा वो 5 गुना ज़्यादा स्पीड से होगा, क्योंकि देयर वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग प्योर ऑक्सीजन. सो इट वाज अबाउट द फर्स्ट कंडीशन दैट ऑक्सीजन इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर बर्निंग. ओके, देयर आर 2 more conditions. Okay, so those conditions we'll discuss in next class. Okay, so your work is to write the definition of combustion. What is combustion? What is combustible material? And try to collect some more materials from your nearby areas and categorize them whether they are combustible or non-combustible. Okay, thank you.